homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm.
Well, make room. Okay. Two trips. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, it's time to get back to work on our greenhouse. You'll see how far I've got without you. Not very far. I just got the roof put on. I'm glad I wasn't filming because I fell off the ladder. Didn't want you to see that. So it also gives Crystal some ammunition, tell me not to be on the ladder, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's go work on the greenhouse. Well, there's the way it goes on a homestead. My compressor, because I've used a 100-foot and a 20-foot extension cord, the distance is too far for the drop in the electricity, and it won't come on at that distance. So what have I got to do? Well, I'm going to go to Harbor Freight and buy me a 100-foot air hose. That way I can run an air hose out here from my shop compressor and do that. That's the way it works on a homestead. Now I've got a couple of options. I could go and buy an electric framing nailer. Okay, they make them. A battery powered framing nailer. I could go buy one. Or I can just go buy an air hose. An air hose, a 100-foot air hose, is probably going to cost me $50 or $60, and a battery operated nail gun probably cost me $200 or $300. So I think I'll go and get a hose. That's just the way it goes when you work on anything. My little pancake compressor would run this framing nailer just fine, but it'll start when there's no air in it and pump up full. But then it will not. Let me say that again. It will not restart when there's about 80 pounds of pressure in the tank. It just won't restart. So, okay. That's the way life goes. Let's go get an air hose. Okay, I got it. I got a hose. Then I had to fabricate a hose to connect the hose to the gun. So we're good to go. I just hope, and I know that this extension cord is good for a handsaw. I hope it'll work with my miter saw. That way it'll make things go a lot quicker. But before I start, I'm going to get the boards up here. Then we'll start cutting and getting on with it. All right. I don't go all the way to the ground because I'm going to cover down to the ground with a piece of pressure treated. Okay, that'll go on the ground part. All right. What was going on, I had my compressor set at 85 psi for the brad nailer. This is not a brad nailer, it's a framing nailer. It needs 95 to 100, so I went ahead and set it on 100. But I brought this just in case that board's moving out. And something else I noticed, that board is oak, so it's hateful about taking a nail. It's older, it's been out for a year and a half, so it's kind of seasoned hard, so it's hateful about taking a nail. So that might be part of the problem, and later I need to, next time I do purlins on something, I might want to do poplar. So, but anyway, let's get over here and get at this. It's 4 o'clock, and I think that's where I'm going to end today's video. I started this morning at 6, so I'm a little tired. My back tells me it's time to quit, and when my back tells me it's time to quit, I have to quit. So what I'll do is I'll get everything picked up. Now, as far as my saw, I'm just going to cover it with a tarp and leave it right there. It's not supposed to rain tonight. And if it was supposed to rain tonight, covered with a tarp and with the roof of the greenhouse, it ought to be just fine. But I'm going to cover it. I'm even going to leave my nail gun out here and the nails all under the tarp with the saw. Probably my screw guns too. That way, when I come out in the morning, I don't have 15 million things to do before I can start working. So I can come out and start working. But I can already tell you, I'm a little satisfied with it so far. This thing, you could stand on it and shake it and it's not going nowhere. Since I started putting these sides on, now, when I put the roof up, you got to remember we didn't put no concrete in this. I just tamped those down with gravel. So there's no concrete in this at all. So it is, when I started putting the sides on, I knew it would sturdy up, and boy, it really has. Now, if you've come to this channel because you like to see construction projects done fast and efficient, well, you probably come to the wrong channel, because I ain't doing fast and efficient anymore. I used to be that way, you know. I used to be fast and efficient. Now I'm slow and steady. So if you like this kind of stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come out into the channel and subscribe. We do this stuff all the time, and we upload on Sundays. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get this stuff put up and take a break. See you in the next video.